Hello and welcome to the Rhythm and Roots Show with Rohan and Al of the Dublin City Rounders, your weekly dose of ragtime, music hall, bluegrass, country blues, early jazz, western swing, and more. We got live sessions and interviews with guests local and around the world, recorded at Beardfire Studio, Dublin, Ireland. Be sure to like Rhythm and Roots on Facebook, catch up with the podcast on Spreaker.com, and don't forget you can become a Rhythm and Roots Patreon patron today. Now enjoy the show. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You're all very welcome to Rhythm and Roots on Near FM 90.3 with myself, Rohan, and with Al.
Hello.
There's Al over there, well recovered now from his wisdom tooth removal. He managed to power through it last week, despite the pain. Al is a very brave boy.
I am. Very brave boy.
That is true, yes. This episode, we've got a wonderful show as usual for you, but we're going to mark an occasion this week. 1 year ago, an artist called Patricia Lalor came into the studio on Near FM for her first radio interview. She did a live session, wonderful live session with myself and Al, one of her songs, Regret, and a rendition of Hosier's Take Me to Church, also with Al on bass in that one. So we're going to have a little listen back to the interview and to the live session, and have a little listen to her single Anymore as well.
And we hope you all have a very happy Patricia Lalor Day.
Yeah, a very happy Patricia Lalor Day to all. Of course, since then, Patricia has been on the telly. She has done a headline gig at Whelans. She's recorded music. She's had the likes of Hosier and Orla Gartland and loads of big stars talk about how good she is, which we already knew, let's be real. And of course, millions and millions of YouTube views and all that good stuff. So let's get started though with a little bit of old-timey tunage. This is Arthur Collins with The Temptation Rag.
Down at the dance and hold a fancy folks one, and all assemble and give a ball on Saturday night. Such dusty bells that there can't equal them anywhere. Lovely sight. Never you saw before the dancing that's on that floor, and I'll tell you what, it's more without any break. Only Miguel and me are all that you want to see, a dancing that new sensation rag. Swaying with your music sweetly playing. All the time I'm gazing in bright eyes, full of real devotion, while showing poetry of motion. Say, kid, ain't it great to dance this way, kid? It's got me a-going, I'm happy. Tickle me to death, all you temptation rag. Swaying with the music sweetly playing. All the time I'm gazing in bright eyes, full of real devotion, while showing poetry of motion. Say, kid, ain't it great to dance this way, kid? It's got me a-going, I'm happy. Tickle me to death, all you temptation rags. When I hear music sweet, I just rather dance than eat, and always my busy feet keep time to the drum. Start kind of lazy like, but get kind of crazy like. Going some feet way up in the air with never a woe or care, and go on a dance and tear a sort of a jag. Think that my gal and me will dance through eternity, a doing that new temptation rag. Swaying with the music sweetly playing. All the time I'm gazing in bright eyes, full of real devotion, while showing poetry of motion. Say, kid, ain't it great to dance this way, kid? It's got me a-going, I'm happy. Tickle me to death, all you temptation rag. Swaying with the music sweetly playing. All the time I'm gazing in bright eyes, full of real devotion, while showing poetry of motion. Say, kid, ain't it great to dance this way, kid? It's got me a-going, I'm happy. Tickle me to death, all you temptation rags. Tonight I'm downhearted, for though we have parted, I love you and I always will. And while I'm so lonely, I'm writing you only to see if you care for me still. Are you lonesome tonight? Do you miss me tonight? Are you sorry we drifted apart? Does your memory stray to a bright summer day when I kissed you and called you sweetheart? Do the chairs in your parlor seem empty and bare? Do you gaze at your doorstep and picture me there? Is your heart filled with pain? Shall I come back again? Tell me, dear, are you lonesome tonight? Do the chairs in your parlor seem empty and bare? Do you gaze at your doorstep and picture me there? Is your heart filled with pain? Shall I come back again? Tell me, dear, are you lonesome tonight?
Are you lonesome tonight, Al?
Of course not. I've got you here.
Oh, Al.
And all of our lovely listeners.
Our lovely,
I almost
lovely
called them
listeners.
viewers before I remembered we do a radio show.
Yeah, that was a close call. Otherwise, we would have had to go back in time and not said it. Speaking of going back in time, we're going to go back in time and listen to some Lee Morse. What you heard there just before, though, of course, was the wonderful Henry Burr singing Are You Lonesome Tonight. Henry Burr is the fella who sings If You're the Only Girl in the World, right? Mm-hmm. The original version from the Bing Boys Are Here.
Yeah, I don't know if he was actually in the stage play,
He was
but
in
he
the
did the first
recording.
kind of main recorded
Yeah.
version.
So, let's have a little listen to the wonderful Lee Morse. This is, it's a little late for Halloween, I guess. I mean, a day late.
Yeah, there's
Not
still
that
some
late, is it?
Halloween residue.
Some ectoplasm hanging about. This is Lee Morse with Tain't No Sin.
Dancing may do this and that, and help you take off lots of fat, but I'm no friend of dancing when it's hot. So if you are a dancing fool who loves to dance but can't keep cool. Bear in mind the idea that I've got. When it gets too hot for comfort and you can't get ice cream cones, 'tain't no sin to take off your skin and dance around in your bones. When the lazy syncopation of the music softly moans, 'tain't no sin to take off your skin and dance around in your bones. The polar bears aren't green up in Greenland. They've got the right idea. They think it's great to refrigerate while we all cremate down here. Just be like those bamboo babies in the South Sea tropic zones. 'Tain't no sin to take off your skin and dance around in your bones. When you're calling up your sweetie in those hothouse telephones, 'tain't no sin to take off your skin and dance around in your bones. When you're on a crowded dance floor near those red-hot saxophones, oh, 'tain't no sin to take off your skin and dance around in your bones. Take a look at the girls when they're dancing. Notice the way they're dressed. They wear silken clothes without any hose, and nobody knows the rest. No more singing in the bathtub with those television phones. 'Tain't no sin to take off your skin and dance around in your bones. Gathered by the river, listen to your Deacon Jones. 'Tain't no sin to take off your skin, dance around in your bones. You must all go in that water, let me hear your sinful groans. 'Tain't no sin to take off your skin, dance around in your bones. Do what I say right away, wicked sinners, 'cause this is your judgment day. Come, Mandy Lee, in the river with me, wash your sins away. Throw away your gin and razors, throw away your gambling bones. Oh, 'tain't no sin to take off skin, dance around your bones.
Moonbeams pale light the trail to the vale and dale away off yonder.
Come, let us wander, my Indian maid.
Say you will, all is still on the hill beside the rill, they're sleeping.
While we go creeping down through the glade.
My sweet blue feather, we'll be together in stormy weather and bright sunshine. The hours are flying, my heart is crying. Don't leave me sighing, blue feather mine. Campfires gleam by the stream where I dream they seem to gently guide me.
With you beside me, life has begun.
Let your heart speak its part and we'll dart and start to love anew, dear.
To woo as two, dear, but live as one.
My sweet blue feather, we'll be together in stormy weather and bright sunshine. The hours are flying, my heart is crying. Don't leave me sighing, blue feather mine.
Rita Jones there with Billy Murray. Blue Feather is the name of that song. We're going to listen to a very sad song now. This is a song called Remember Me, and it's about when someone doesn't remember you. Do you remember me?
Who are you?
I'm Rohan.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, you remembered.
Oh, yeah, I remember now.
Good. But yeah, just wanted to give everyone a little example of what that's like. I'm sure everyone listening has been forgotten by someone or has forgotten something, forgotten to tape an important football match.
That's a bad one.
That's a bad one, you know. There's lots of things you can forget. If you have a thing you'd like to forget.
One of the worst is forgetting to put the ice cream back in the freezer.
Have I done that?
I think I've done that. Oh, no, I've put ice cream in the fridge like an idiot after taking it out of the freezer.
I've also forgotten to take it out of the freezer for a little while before, you know, and then you end up with bendy spoons.
Yeah. Like,
And we're no psychics.
Uri Geller.
Like Uri Geller. Actually, the uncle of Sarah Michelle Gellar. Not everyone knows that. He actually suggested that she audition for the role of Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Oh, wow.
So this is Remember Me. Remember Me.
You told me you must go, sweetheart, I'd like to know, when are you coming back home? Let my love be a charm to keep you safe from harm, no matter where you go. If somebody else should try to take my place while we are apart, till we meet again, remember me. If another's arm in fond embrace should try to soften your heart, if you love me then, remember me. With the moon above, my love will find you in the dreams, who and tenderly I'll be beside you. It seems every bit of love you gave to me, I'll save and give back anew, just to know that you remember me. With the moon above, my love will find you in dreams, who tenderly I'll be beside you. It seems every bit of love you gave to me, I'll save and give back anew, just to know that you remember me.
Remember Me, Remember Me. We're going to have another little listen to another little song now. After the break, of course, we'll be hearing Patricia Lalor's tracks that she recorded here a little while ago, and her very first interview, and she's
They
come
grow
so
up
far.
so fast.
It was a pleasure to have Patricia in, and amazing to see the leaps and bounds she has gone on to achieve in the past year. Absolutely incredible. So let's have a little listen to Earl Fuller's famous jazz band. This is the Jazzbo Jazz.
I think it's a jazz song.
Jazz. Yeah, that was a jazz song.
It sure was. That was a lot of jazz.
Alex got that one correct there. What's the game that thing's from?
The Ship Murder Party.
The Ship Murder Party. What happens on the Ship Murder Party?
It's a multiplayer game where I think everyone has a specific target and they have to like kill each other while also not being killed by the person who's targeting them.
And also presumably not kill anyone else.
Yeah, I think that's the point.
Yeah, but they've got great music on the Ship Murder Party. We're going to try not to murder the rest of this show.
Yeah.
And the way we're going to do that is by playing good songs.
That's a good way to do that.
It is a good way to do that. We're going to play a little track here now in a moment. called The God's River Blues. And then when we come back in the second half, you're going to get to enjoy some very special Patricia Lalor Day festivities with us. We're going to hear from Patricia when we get back. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to Rhythm and Roots on Near FM 90.3. Do not go anywhere. After the break, much more to come. And this is God's River Blues.
To travel fast with a pack so heavy, but I'm gonna stack it, try to catch that packet on that old river line. Soul and body's tired, but my heart is happy, happy 'cause I'm heading for home. Nevermore will I ever roam. Oh, those whistles and bells, I know what that spells. God River. Oh, if I miss that boat, I know I can float. God River. I'll be in heaven when my journey's over. Oh, the one I adore is watching the shore. God River.
Regret it, I can see it in your eyes. Think I couldn't look past your disguise, but you chose not to listen. You chose the same as everyone else. Thought I'd regret it, but clearly that's not the case. Now you're stuck with dreaming of being in a different place. Oh, and you and I both know that's not wasn't entirely your fault. No, it wasn't quite your decision, but you had a chance. You chose not to listen. And I know it wasn't entirely your fault. It wasn't quite your decision, but you had a chance. And you chose not to listen. Oh God, I'm so sorry. 'Cause now you're stuck with dreaming of being in a different place.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. You're all very welcome back to Rhythm and Roots with me, Rohan Healy, and Al is around somewhere.
Here I am.
Al's
One of the mics pick me up.
Al's in a well or something. But it's our absolute pleasure and privilege to be joined in the studio today by one Patricia Lalor. Hello.
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 It's good to be here.
Excellent. Well, I'm glad to hear that, because otherwise it would be really awkward.
Yep, it would be. Okay.
So for those listening at home, and particularly considering we will have already heard one of your live tunes earlier in the show, one thing that will probably strike people who have heard the earlier song is your age. Let's get that over with. You're 13 years old?
13, but I wrote the song when I was 12. Not to brag, but... No,
Not to brag. Right, yeah, thanks. Thanks, you're making me feel really good over it. It's unbelievable, though. Like, I did, I came across your stuff online. It was either through... it was one of the other Wexford artists, female artists. If I remember, I'll edit it into the show later on. But I think it was just on Facebook or Instagram, and I was like, oh, what's this? Like, oh my goodness. For like this is the crazy thing. Not just for your age, you're so your performance is so mature. It's really excellent.
Thank you so much.
So I suppose, how did you get started in music? Did you start singing first, or guitar first, or how did that work?
Well, I started guitar, I think, around 3 years ago now. 2
Okay.
or 3? I'm not too sure. But I started, it was kind of like, there's this guitar teacher who was just local, right next to my school. And both of my friends went to him, so I was like, you know what, let's try it. So I tried it, and like straight away, I just loved it.
Right, yeah.
And so ever since, it's kind of been like a big thing in my life.
And so, in terms of the singing, did you start singing then as in order to accompany yourself while you were playing, or did you enjoy singing before that?
Well, I guess I've always enjoyed music, like whether or not that was like good or bad music, but I always enjoyed it. So
Yeah.
I guess it was just natural to like sing. Yeah, I guess.
Well, that's phenomenal, because it's I was talking to yourself and your mother before. Your mother's from the United States. Did you are you 100%? Were you born in Ireland, or did you live in the States ever, or anything like that?
No, I was born in Ireland. I do visit the States, but I was born here. As you do on vacation.
Yeah, and I mean, like, what's it been like having that family connection in America? Has it influenced the kind of music you like?
100%.
Yeah,
definitely by my mom. Yeah, if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't have known, like, I'd say half the music artists that I listen to now, so it's definitely a benefit to have her in my life.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mom.
Yeah, excellent. Well, he's getting some props over there. So, in terms of those artists that you are inspired by, say, overall, like, because there's the kind of artists you might be listening to at the moment, which we'll talk about in a minute, but overall, what would be kind of your top 3 or 4 influential artists that you've always found important?
Right. Well, it's funny because I make music, but I don't really like listen to the music that I like write, like the kind of sound. I really like Radiohead, and I write like nothing like Radiohead. Bon Iver, I love Bon Iver.
Yeah.
He's really good. Florence and the Machine, I went to her concert once, and she was amazing. And I'd say those are like the top 3.
Yeah, but that's
I
great.
Really, really like.
That's nice, and it's kind of diverse as well, you know, because I think as someone who's writing songs or you know, developing as an artist, you can get caught kind of in a genre. Whereas I think it's important to listen, even if your music doesn't necessarily reflect it. Like, it's like myself and my brother there, that the band we play in the most at the moment, the Dublin City Rounders, is like a kind of ragtime, old blues kind of thing. But like, we love punk and metal and classical and everything. You know, there's something to take from. There's good music in just about every genre. You know, and it's cool that you've got that at such a young age, that appreciation. And in terms of what you're listening to at the moment, what's on your Spotify playlist?
Oh, lots of things.
Okay.
I'm probably going to blank out on most of them.
Right, yeah.
But I really like Rex Orange County. I think they're really good. Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's just a mix of a lot of things. Like, I'm discovering new artists, and I'm kind of just like in between that, like Clario, I think her name is.
Clario.
Clario? I'm not too sure.
You're going to have to tell me. Yeah, I'm going to write this down later.
She's really new to my playlist.
Okay, excellent.
And just like things like that, the kind of, yeah, I don't know.
Have you heard that guy? Alex is probably sick of me telling people about it. It's just from a production standpoint, it's really interesting. A guy called, I think it's Novo Amor.
Yes, he sounds exactly like Bon Iver.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, exactly.
Very, very kind of
dreamy.
You know, dreamy, ambient, cinematic kind of sounds, and you know, I just think, you know, it's probably not something you could listen to all the time, but it's such a so atmospheric and so cool. You know.
Yes, I agree. I love his music.
So, in terms of live performance and stuff, I think you did. I was having a look on the Facebook preparing for the show. You did a show at kind of like a school event recently or something like that?
Oh yeah, it was my school's open day, and the music teacher decided to just like put me in.
Awesome.
And it was a laid back kind of thing where it was just music in the background, but I really enjoyed it. It was
That's
awesome.
great. That's great, because I think like just to have that kind of experience where you have to perform in front of people, you know.
Right.
It just immediately kind of breaks the ice and knocks that anxiety off, you know.
Definitely.
And it's kind of weird though. Like, you know, there's a lot of artists, like I know Elvis Presley. Apparently, he had stage fright like his entire life.
Really?
Yeah, he like never got over it. And he'd
That's
come out.
probably going to be me. I'm like always nervous for everything.
Do you find that? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh really? Well,
Yeah.
I tell you what, it doesn't come across in your performances as well. I wouldn't have known. So you're very good at
That's
managing it. And in terms of things coming up, obviously, you know, you got to balance your family life, school life, all that kind of stuff. But what do you see for yourself? Like, is the idea you want to perform live some more, write, record? What's the plan?
Well, for right now, I definitely want to keep gigging. I think I just love gigging because, like, as nerve-wracking as it is, like, afterwards, it's just, like, the best feeling. That's if it's a good performance. But, like, afterwards, it's just the best feeling, and I really want to get to know more gigs because I feel like I don't have a lot of connections yet.
Oh,
you know,
yeah,
I'm just starting out, so I don't know.
I get this 13-year-old here telling me, I don't have many connections. I'm like, listen, it takes time, you know?
yeah.
You're way ahead. Relax. It's all good. It absolutely, like, I think in any business, but particularly the music business, it is very often, you know, you have to have the talent, you have to have good songs, you have to have something interesting that you're doing, but you also have to build that network over years very often, you know.
Right.
But it's great that you're, like, you know, I'm so jealous. I'm just thinking, like, God, you know, starting at around 11, 12 is such a great age to get into music, but particularly when you've got, you know, a talent for it. And your songs are really mature as well. Like, if you played it to me, I'd be like, oh, that's just a good song.
Right.
It's not a good song because whatever, you know, so.
That's really nice. Thank you.
Well, listen, I would like to thank you so much for taking the time and coming on the show.
Oh my God. Like, no problem. I honestly enjoyed it so much. This is the best.
Excellent. And yeah, it's great to be able to give you your first time on radio too, which is awesome. It won't be the last, I am sure, that people will hear of Patricia Lalor on the radio. People who want to kind of find your stuff, what's the best way? Facebook, Instagram, YouTube?
Yeah, I would definitely... Well, yeah, the three of those things,
Right.
honestly.
Just
YouTube,
searching
Facebook,
those things.
and Instagram.
Yeah.
On Instagram, I'm Patricia Lalor Sings, and I just kind of started that Instagram account. Facebook is the same, and YouTube, just look up Patricia Lalor. You should find, you know.
The cockiness on that face, you should have seen that. But it is true, that's probably the network you've been on the longest, and you've got quite a few videos up, which is great. And it's great motivation as well, I think, when you get that kind of that public feedback as well, to keep improving and keep developing yourself.
Yeah.
Whereas, you know, I think I'm going to sound like a total grandpa here, but like back in my day, before the internet was as kind of accessible and what it is now, you really had no idea if what you were doing in your bedroom was gonna, you know, really strike people in that way, you know.
Right.
So it's great that you've got the YouTube to kind of keep you going, exactly,
yeah.
you know. But yeah, and then the Instagram and the Facebook are a bit newer. And just for people wondering, it's Patricia, Patricia.
Mm-hmm.
Lalor is Lalar. What? I got lost.
It's Lalor, no W.
Lalor, no W, ladies and gentlemen. Excellent. I got a bit tripped up there, but I got there in the end. So we're going to lead out on a cover rendition of Hosier's "Take Me to Church." But before I let you go, is there anything you want to say about the song we heard earlier? It's called Regret.
Yeah.
Singular, not plural. Excellent. Anything about the lyrics or how the music came to you, or is there some story there, or is it just like a bunch of stuff?
Well, I had been messing around with chords for a while. Like, I would show my mom. I remember sitting in the sitting room, like, I need to, like, get a song with this, but, like, I couldn't really find the words. And I guess just this experience happens. And
Yeah. And they come to you sometimes as well. And sometimes it's bizarre as well. Like, I've had the experience of writing songs at a certain time, and you think, oh, that doesn't make any sense. And then, like, later in life, it's like, oh, that actually makes a lot of sense. So,
right.
But yeah, that's the last thing I'm going to say is just it's cool to hear, you know, dominant sevenths and things like that in songs that aren't just the same old chords, which is really nice to hear those kind of jazzy sounds as well.
Yeah.
Oh, well, listen, thank you so much, Patricia, for taking the time and coming in.
Thank you.
And we'll see you again soon. This is Patricia Lalor with Al joining her on the bass for Hosier's "Take Me to Church."
My love has got humor. She's a giggle at a funeral. Knows everybody's disapproval. Should've worshipped her sooner. If the heavens ever did speak, she's a true mouthpiece. Every Sunday's getting more bleak. Fresh poison each week. We were born sick. Heard them saying my love offers no absolute. She tells me worship in the bedroom. The only heaven I'll be sent to is when I'm alone with you. I was born sick, but I love it. Command me to be well. Church, I worship like a dog at the shrine of your lies. Tell you my sins and you can sharpen your knife. I believe a death is stuff. Good God, let me give you my life. If I'm a begging of the good times, to keep my love in the sunlight, to keep the goodness on my side, she demands a sacrifice to drain the whole sea. Something shiny, something meaty for the main course. That's a fine-looking high horse. What you got in the stable? She demands a faithful. That looks tasty, that looks plenty. Mrs. Hungry Wolf. Take me to church, I worship like a dog. Shrine of your lies, I'll tell you my sins, and you can sharpen your knife. I believe a Death is done. Good God, let me give you my life. Take me to church, I worship like a dog. At the shrine of your lies, I'll tell you my sins, and you can sharpen your knife. I believe a Death is done. Good God, let me give you my life. No man is a king when the ritual begins. There is no sweeter innocence than our gentle sin. In this madness and soil of a sad earthly scene, only then I am human, only then I am clean. Church, I worship like a dog at the shrine of your lies. I'll tell you my sins, and you can sharpen your knife. Believe or death is death. Good God, let me give you my life. Take me to church, I worship like a dog at the shrine of your lies. I'll tell you my sins, and you can sharpen your knife. I believe or death is death. Good God, let me give you my life. My life. My life. My life.
The excellent Patricia Lalor there with her wonderful cover of Take Me to Church by Hosier himself, who not too long after that session retweeted her cover of Cherry Wine, saying it's one of the best covers he's ever heard in his life. And then we rang up Virgin Media One and asked if they'd give her a spin on the television, and of course they did, because why would you not? And then she's just gone from strength to strength, creating beautiful music everywhere she goes, and so much more to come from Patricia Lalor. We're going to have a little listen now to Patricia Lalor's first single, Anymore, that we had the pleasure of recording with her last year, along with a few other tunes. This is Patricia Lalor with Anymore.
I'm so happy that you're out of my life, 'cause you were bad for me and now I can see why. You couldn't look at me, you couldn't even take a glance. I don't know what I was thinking, dreaming of a romance between you and I. It's clear that you had all these secrets, and I was trying to make you comfortable, but you were always feeling quite the opposite. 'Cause you were too selfish, too scared of your feelings, and I was trying my best all the time, but you put no effort in it. It was from the beginning. Guess I was just excited about a new feeling, not a feeling I never felt before, but you didn't feel it. So I got all sad about it, but it was for no reason, 'cause I never think about you. Anymore. still remember it like it was yesterday. Kept thinking you never leave, but I watched you walk right away. And I still remember it like it was yesterday. Kept thinking you never leave, but I watched you walk right away. You're kinda bad feeling away, cause you got kinda stuck in a really bad place. But you still hang out with those bitchy people, cause they're the only ones to keep you stable. And I was right there for you, but you couldn't do that, cause you were just too scared to. Am I the only one who saw you this way? Cause it felt like that every single day. 'Cause you were just selfish, too scared of your feelings. And I was trying my best all the time, but you put no effort in it. It was from the beginning. Guess I was just excited for a new feeling. Not feeling I never felt before, but you didn't feel it. So I got all sad about it, but it was for no reason, cause I never think about you
Absolutely beautiful there from Patricia. So I hope everyone's had a happy Patricia Lalor Day. Mm-hmm.
I have.
Yeah, well, look, it only comes once a year, and it's important to make the most of it. Looking forward to next year's Patricia Lalor Day. I've already started planning.
The Patricia tree will be even bigger next year.
Yes, it was very small this year.
It was, yeah. I actually can't see it because it's so small.
I can't see it either. I was going to make that joke too. Patricia, of course, 1 year ago that she joined us on the radio show, and yeah. There you go. So yeah, that was the end of that sentence. Yeah. And this is the end of our show for this week. So thank you so much once again, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us for another episode of Rhythm and Roots on Near FM 90.3 with Rohan and Al. We will be back next Friday, 4:30 p.m. So do join us again. And to lead you out, we have good old Dick Justice with Old Black Dog. Have a lovely night, everyone. Goodbye.
Good night.
Goodbye.
Old black dog, when I'm gone, Lord, Lord. Old black dog, when I'm gone. When I come back with a $10 bill, and it's, honey, where you been so long? My daddy, he's a gambler. He taught me how to play. Told me to bet my money on a suit, jack and trade. Old black dog, when I'm gone, Lord, Lord. Old black dog, when I'm gone. When I come back with a $10 bill, and it's, honey, where you been so long? Been all around Kentucky, the state of Tennessee. Anywhere I hang my hat, it'll be home, sweet home to me. Old black dog, when I'm gone, Lord, Lord. Old black dog, when I'm gone. When I come back with a $10 bill, and it's, honey, where you been so long?
the train ain't coming. She is packing my casket low, going to the graveyard where the grave will be my home. Oh, black dog, when I'm gone, Lord, Lord. Oh, black dog, when I'm gone. When I come back with a $10 bill, and it's, honey, where you been so long?